Hello everybody, Kyle here, bringing you another Pokemon video. As always, of course, we're starting to get into the, I've been doing this for what, 63 days now? 2 months. 2 months. But yes, here we are. As you can look down and see Jamie there, that is my opponent for this match. I have to say, even though I only missed that one day, like the day before last, freaking, it feels so good to make videos after not being there for just one. It's exciting. I like it. I enjoy it. Okay. Jamie's my opponent. He was a random passerby who is now a friend. I have registered Jamie for being a good sport and choosing to register me back after a match. So fantastic. Thumbs up, Jamie. Now, let's jump into the teams. My team still hasn't changed yet. I'm probably going to be getting a Galwing's Talonflame from Azuz, who in the comments is StrifeZack343, who I talk about all the time, because I don't actually have a way to get one. I could try to get one on GTS, but you can't always trust people, right? And even though it's a common thing, it'll be fun to use. I wouldn't mind using one. Now, looking at my opponent's team, Jamie is bringing Ampharos, Scizor, Breloom, right? Breloom, Milotic, Greninja, and Togekiss. So he's definitely got some power on his team. He's got some power. We all know how I feel about Scizor. We all know how I feel about Scizor. We all know how I feel about Scizor. That's all I gotta say. But at the same time, you know, alright, I can handle it. I'm okay with this. Looking at his team, I'm afraid of the Scizor, of course, because Sword Stance Bullet Punch is a thing, and it's ridiculous, especially if it's Mega. That would suck. And then, of course, I'm a little worried about Breloom, because even though my team counters Breloom's pretty well, they're always a pain, because if he gets a better switch in than me at some point in time and I'm stuck having to let something get spored, that would suck butt. So yes, that would suck completely. I mean, Greninja, Togekiss, Milotic, Ampharos, all things that I'm not too worried about. And then even looking at our teams, I mean, really, I'm not too scared of it. I feel like we got a pretty good matchup here. Pretty good matchup. I'd say I felt pretty comfortable with this match. Let's go ahead and jump into it here. And let's get this underway. So there's Jamie with his fancy hat and his buttons in it. I know you could have 2 buttons on your hat. I think he's hacking. He's a hacker. I went up with Link because I figured if it's Breloom, I could fake it out to break its sash and then go for the poison jab. It is Togekiss, however, which I can do the same combo, so fake out. I don't know why he stayed in. Maybe he didn't realize that I would. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't 15 poison jab. But I go for a poison jab, and that's going to kill Togekiss right off the bat. So, good start. We are already ahead by a big amount, because Togekiss can be a pain in the ass sometimes, that's for sure. Scizor's going to come out, and I was like, alright, really, we're already doing this? So, just in case he went for Bullet Punch and killed me, I decided to just hard switch right into Magneton, since with Magnet Pull, Magneton definitely counters Scizor's pretty well. He goes for the X-Scizor, which isn't going to be a big deal at all. And since I have Magnet Pull and he can't escape, I'm just going to go ahead and put a Thunder Wave on him so that he can be screwed later. He goes for the Night Slash, which isn't going to crit. Even if it did, I don't think it would have done too much. I go ahead and just go for the Volt Switch, though, to get off the field and get in something that I feel can deal with this more. I go into Excadrill because I'm going to be able to outspeed him. Oh, sorry, no, I went into Katie. That's right, I go into Katie first. Now, of course, the rule applies. He does get the Parahex. I'm calling for an X-Scizor again. I went for Cotton Guard just to try to see how much damage this thing would do with the Bullet Punch. But watch this. Bullet Punch, and you know what the rule is, right? Every single time Katie switches in, she gets crit. Bam. The rule still applies. It's a thing. I don't know why it happens. I don't know why it happens, but it does. So she gets crit, and so it's like, okay, well, that's Katie done. She literally did nothing. So good job, Katie. Good job, Katie. Alright. So I went ahead and set an Excadrill here to try to scare him out, because obviously I'd outspeed him, and Earthquake is a thing. So he goes ahead and withdraws, and goes into Milotic, but we're going to see here, he thinks he's so fancy getting a crit on my wall. I'm going to crit his wall right back. Judging by that damage, I think it would still be a 2-hit KO. So I'm just going to go for it again, because there's literally no point for me not to go for Earthquake. I'm going to be faster, and he's going to die, so win-win. So that is Milotic out of the way, too, which is great. Basically, two of his, like, bulky Pokemon are dead. In comes Greninja. Now, this is going to scare me, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out, just to make sure that he doesn't kill me in case he's Focus Sash. I went ahead and go into Crude, because he can eat up that damage pretty well. Whether it be Scald, Dark Pulse, you know, whatever. And so there you go. He does get the burn, which is fantastic. I decided I'll just take the situation. I'll take this chance to set up my Toxic Spikes. He doesn't go for the Dark Pulse though. I guess trying to get that flinch, and it doesn't do too much damage, but he does get the flinch. That delays my spikes a little bit more. But I'm just gonna go for them again because I really have no reason not to. He goes for Scald because I don't know. Maybe he thinks I don't know why. Or to get the burns, obviously. I mean, he got the. I don't know why he went for Dark Pulse at all. Maybe predicting me to switch out, thinking that he might have extra sensory. So I throw Toxic Spikes out, and I realized that I kind of just want to get my second layer up because there's no reason for me not to. He's gonna go for Scald again, which is going to do decent. Not gonna do decent damage, and just let me get my second layers up. So there we go. So now Badly Poison is a thing for him, and I'm sitting in a pretty good spot right now. I'm sitting pretty comfortable. I went ahead and just go for the, I think I just go for the Sludge Bomb at this point, because there's really no reason for me not to just start putting damage on this Greninja. Sludge Bomb's going to go off. I do get the burn, so that does suck, but Tentacruel has really done his job. And I get the Poison. So hacks all over this game, right? There's hacks everywhere, man. Poison. And after that, I should be able to kill Greninja pretty easy. Assuming he stays in, which I know he does, since this is a replay, of course. Goes to the Dark Pulse. I guess just really hoping he can flinch me and keep getting that burn damage. Since I mean, he does do pretty good damage that time, but there's no, I don't get the flinch because Sludge Bomb's going to go off, and he's going to die at the end of this turn to the Black Sludge, or to the Black Sludge, to the Poison damage, and so that's Greninja down. So we're securing a really good lead right now. We are securing a very good lead. Yeah. So Crude, fantastic job, Crude. Breloom's going to come out, and of course isn't going to get badly poisoned by the spikes, so that's not a problem at all. I thought he'd go for Bullet Seed, but he goes for Mach Punch. I don't know why. I doubt I'd be slower than him. He probably could have gone for a better move than that. I'm going to go for Sludge Bomb, which we all know is super effective, and at the end of this turn, I'm going to die to the fire damage, and he's going to live the poison damage with like 1 HP. So, you know, screw you, Breloom. Freaking Breloom. Oh well, Brelooms aren't actually that scary anymore. So in comes Bane, because I figured most of the things he does can't really mess with this. He goes for Mach Punch. I don't know if he was expecting me to double switch. I don't know what he's expecting, but either way he's dead. So there he goes. And that's Breloom down. I put up my sub because if he did go for Spore, I have Insomnia, that's why I didn't Mega Evolve, so either I would have went first and it would have not affected me because of the sub, or I would have went second, which is the one I believe would have happened, and then I would have had Insomnia and it wouldn't have mattered. That's why I went for what I did. Now since I'm behind it, I know I can safely Mega Evolve, and I believe I just go for a Shadow Sneak here. Yeah, I just go for a Shadow Sneak to get some damage off on this Ampharos, which, as I've noticed, none of his Pokemon have Mega Jet. His Scizor hasn't Mega'd, and his Ampharos hasn't Mega'd, so I'm actually not sure if he even has a Mega. I'm guessing he doesn't. He goes for Power Gem. I'm not sure why he's not going for a Stab move, but, you know, whatever. So I'll go for Sucker Punch, just, you know, to get a ton of damage off, because Bane isn't the most bulky of Pokemon. But I'm actually getting a Power Gem pretty well, which is why I'm still wondering why he's not going for Stab. And then, of course, he's going to take more of that badly poison damage, so Shadow Sneak will be able to finish off Ampharos. And Ampharos is going to, it's going to be done. So Ampharos is dead. It does get the static off at the last minute, but I'm not too worried about it at this point, because all my moves are priority now. Sucker Punch, Shadow Sneak, Substitute, and Will-O-Wisp, all priority. In comes Scizor. Now, again, I'm not worried about this at this point. My lead's well enough that I can just go into Magneton again if I really had to. I go for the Shadow Sneak. It gets a crit. I don't think that really would have mattered because I was just going to go for a Sucker Punch again. I was going to go for Shadow Sneak again, and that's going to take Scizor out. So Scizor was dealt with pretty pretty handily by Magneton in this game, and that's it. That's literally the entire match. That was very short. Sorry I have such a uneventful match for you guys today, but literally it was the only one I had. It was the only match I got to play today. But it's my weekend now, as I've been telling you guys, so I will hopefully have more exciting ones coming up. I'll have more sleep, so I won't be like exhausted, making really uninteresting commentary, and we'll all have a good time. My cat is currently. I wish I had a picture to show you guys, because I don't know what he's doing. Link, hey, baby, what are you doing over there? Whatever, okay. I wish I could show you guys. Yeah, I mean, there we go. I mean, there was literally crits and hacks flying fucking everywhere in that match. Like, burns and poisons, and well, the poisons actually weren't hacks. They were from my spikes. But you know what I mean? Like, the poison with the sludge bomb, skull getting burned, just stuff going. I don't know what happened. No, judging by some of my opponent's decisions, I want to say that there's someone who is in my shoes, you know, circa a month ago or a month and a half ago, where they are into competitive. They probably watch YouTube videos, but they're still learning exactly what to do. Especially because his team, his team other than the Ampharos is pretty tryhard mode. So I definitely can see that. I don't know if he just doesn't have. He did have items on those Pokemon. If people don't have items on other Pokemon, I actually don't finish the battle. I don't go through with it because, you know, you guys want to see two competitive teams fight each other. So he did have items on all his Pokemon. I just don't know what they were. I don't know if he didn't Mega because he was expecting me to have some move to kill it if it was Dragon. You know, I don't know. I honestly don't know what items he had on Ampharos. And Scissor and all them. But, pardon me. Yeah, I actually feel really bad because Whimsicott feels like the weak link on this team. It's not because she's a bad Pokemon at all. It's just because it's been bad luck. Literally, every single time she enters the field, she gets crit right away. I don't know. It's just crazy sauce. So, poor Whimsicott. I'll have to find a new leftovers holder. Since once Talonflame is brought in, I'm probably going to give it my Life Orb. No, I'll give it a Choice Band. Because Life Orb on Mind Shao is just so good. I don't really want to give that up. Especially with the Regenerator. Oh my gosh. So good. But yeah. So there we go, guys. That was the match. Again, sorry it was an match. It's more of a stomp, but sometimes those are good to see. I'll try to put a match. Actually, I do put matches where I get stomped. They're just so I've been 2 a.m. and I'm already yawning. I don't know. maybe if I get a really funny stomp, I'll put it up. That'll keep things guessing. That'll keep you guys guessing. Since, but yeah, like I said, I don't always have to put up really close matches because then you just expect them to always go down the wire. And that also isn't fun. So, excellent. Again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of your support, every single one of you. If you have any advice for me or my opponent, make sure to leave it in the comment section because obviously I will read your advice and then I will be able to utilize it and you'll see me grow and improve from it. Also, even though with the size of the channel currently, Jamie probably won't actually see your advice, it's still always it's always a betterment for your own play if you criticize others in a constructive manner, because it helps you recognize things that maybe you do wrong that you didn't realize were bad until you saw someone else do them. So I'm definitely a strong supporter of doing some constructive criticism on other people. And if you have any Pokemon or builds you would like me to do, go ahead and let me know. If you want to send in a replay that you think would be fun, or you want to challenge me yourself, send me a message. And again, I want to make sure I keep getting this out there. I've had 2 people send me messages on YouTube saying that for some reason YouTube is blocking their comments, where they were going onto a video, they were writing a comment to me, and then when they would come back to the video, for some reason, like maybe to see if I responded or something, their comment wouldn't even be there. So I'm not sure why they're doing that. The only things I have set to be deleted on my channel automatically is if anyone uses racial slurs, and those are all put in individually, like I actually typed them all out. So I doubt a lot of you guys are yelling racial slurs in the comments. So I have no idea why you're getting blocked. But again, if you are, for some reason, not getting your messages posted, it's not me deleting them. Just send me a message and let me know, and then I'll put you as a VIP on the channel. That way YouTube knows not to block your comments at all, and you'll be able to comment freely, and I'll be able to read your beautiful comments. There you go, guys. So I hope you guys have a good night, or whatever time it is in your time zone, and I will see you guys in the next video.